CNN's Van Jones, crying Van Jones, I would add, admits Dems lack joy, says Trump is beating the pants off of us. What happened to the joy? Remember when they first started, they were like, oh, we're the party of joy and stuff. Now all of a sudden, Kamala Harris is out there yelling and screaming and screeching and stuff like that. What happened to the joy? So we're going to play the clip of Van Jones. We're going to talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from BizPack Review from Kevin Haggerty, and he reports that Vice President Kamala Harris's Joy campaign lacked one key element, according to CNN's Van Jones, who argued President Donald Trump is, quote, beating the pants off of us. Even before the launch of his 2016 White House bid, the businessman turned politician's resume of productions prominently feature his knack for delivering ratings. Now, as HBO's Bill Maher and Colorado Governor Jared Polis agreed, Jones argued Trump's recent campaign decisions were leaving Harris in the dust while she lacked, quote, fun. During the overtime segment of the most recent installment of HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher, the commentator and special advisor for green jobs to then President Barack Obama was in accord with the host and governor that the vice president had erred by not yet agreeing to do the Joe Rogan Experience like her GOP rival. And she should, well, I want to see her on Joe Rogan because of the platform. It's 3 hours of a sit down conversation. Trump did a wonderful job at it. I don't think she would do a good job, so I can see why they don't want her to do Joe Rogan. She even admitted herself that she's not really good off of thinking off the cuff. She admitted that herself, that was her weakness. But furthermore, they agreed that Trump's shift at a Pennsylvania McDonald's was brilliant, as Jones put it. I think it's brilliant. And the thing is with that, Trump didn't think it was going to be a big deal. He even admitted himself. He was like, I honestly didn't think that, he said it on Joe Rogan, I honestly didn't think that this was going to be as big as it was, you know. But Trump said, but you never really know with these things. He was like, I just said, yeah, let's do it and see what happens. He didn't really think anything of it. But let's play the clip from Bill Maher. Let's play what Van Jones said. Here we go.
When you have somebody who is a world-famous superstar, who's a billionaire, et cetera, and they do something you don't expect, it's brilliant media. And I think we got to acknowledge that this guy is beating the pants off of us with these so-called publicity stunts. It gets into everybody's feeds, and people who are not looking at politics will look at that. I think we just have to have more fun ourselves. We were having a great time during the Democratic convention. If we have more fun, if the Democratic Party is a party of fun, people will join it. We should be doing crazy stuff too.
And if I might add one more thing, it's like, don't immediately just go to, I hate him for that.
Yeah.
Like, which is what, but everybody I know here in Hollywood does that. And it's like, you're first of all, you look weak. You look weak. You look like you're so easily gotten.
Yes.
You know, you look like you overreact to anything.
Yep. If anything Trump does, Trump, it's bad because he does it. The Harris campaign's idea of fun included her recent rally in Houston, Texas, where hometown hero Beyonce was trotted out for an endorsement. Everybody thought that she was gonna do a concert, and then once they found out that she wasn't gonna do a concert, half the crowd immediately left. People started booing Kamala Harris. She looked like a deer in the headlight. It was, her Houston rally was a disaster. But when the 32-time Grammy Award-winning artist merely spoke instead of performing for the crowd at Shell Energy Stadium, the vice president was left embarrassed center stage as jeers rained down from the crowd and slighted attendees, like I was just alluding to. Maintaining agreement with Jones on the vice president would need to do differently to spark voter interest, as Rogan himself left the door open for her to sit down for a conversation. Maher added of Trump's success, quote, "Don't immediately just go to I hate him for that, but everybody I know here in Hollywood does that. You look weak." And it's true. This is why I take the Hollywood bubble. They don't understand the average American. That's why they can't relate to the average American, which the average American does relate to Donald Trump. He goes on to say, I quote, "I think politics comes out of personality." He went on while claiming conservatives were squares. Yeah, right. Acknowledging that he didn't get the appeal of Trump, the host also said he didn't understand Taylor Swift, prompting Polis to harken back to an earlier suggestion that the host would have bumped the governor for the vice president. Quote, "You would have bumped me for Taylor Swift too," said Polis, as Maher admitted. "I'd bump Camilla for Taylor Swift." As of Sunday, the Real Clear Politics national polling average showed Harris's celebrity endorsements and claims of joy while likening Trump to Adolf Hitler had stopped the GOP leader from surpassing her by the slimmest margin, outperforming his polling on the same date in 2016 and 2020, where he been behind by 5.6% and 7.4% to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and then former Vice President Joe Biden, respectively. I think Trump is going to end up with more votes than anyone in American history, is what I'm seeing here. What I see is going on. He's never been more popular, ever. Even with the mainstream media calling him all types of fascist, Hitler types of stuff and all types of things. You got the mainstream media attacking him. What is it, like 90% of the time, 95% of the time? It's not working because people are struggling. People know we were doing better under Trump, and we want to bring that back. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.